like the first one, you'll need to help me with this. Prince Harry is consumed with madness of revenge, and Garfield must save the day again. Sequel to Royal Rescue. Garfield, Prince of Tragedy. It was morning eve. What? When Prince Harry was on his... Wait.
I thought he was dead.
No, this is Prince Harry.
Oh, never mind.
Not William. Harry is his brother. When Prince Harry was on his floating fortress in the ocean. Because Prince Harry has that.
I was gonna say, do most royal family have a floating fortress in the ocean?
He was doing duty of serving country of England, steering ships and flying planes. I don't even know what to make of this so far. Set sail for land ho, said Prince Harry to his men with seamanship. Here we go!
Here we go.
As Prince Harry was ordering soldiers, messenger came with news of urgency. Prince Harry, I have tragic news. Your brother has been defeated by manly force.
A cat.
It was a cat. It was an orange fat cat. Said the messenger with panic. What's your nonsense? Cried out Prince Harry with flabbergasting words. No, those are not flabbergasting words. That's just him asking a simple question. A little bit he's being a bit of a douche about it, but not really flabbergasting.
Moose, I will end you. Well, oh, sorry.
It is truth! See for yourself! Said the messenger as he put VHS tape on VCR for watching. Why not, like, a DVD? Shit, Blu-rays are, like, mainstream by this point.
Sorry, dude, I'm on Vicodin, so I kind of forget sometimes.
No, it's cool, you're fine.
I'm selling dick.
The videotape showed recording of Prince William's ending moments by Garfield's Fists of Fury.
Fists of Fury!
He is a cat, they are paws. It showed
Paws
Prince
of
William
Fury.
crashing into Big Ben, creating explosion of maximum impact. These descriptions are so over the top.
Not only are they all over the top, they make me feel uncomfortable.
No! cried out Prince Harry in sadness anger. Fair enough.
Sadness anger. Sadness anger.
Prince Harry sat in silence, body and souls filled with grief and rage. He has more than one soul? Okay. He trembled like sea, envious of the oceans, and shook like angry babies rattle. Okay. I was with you until the babies rattle part. It just lost all sense of intimidation with that.
The very intimidating babies rattle.
Shake, shake, shake. Garfield! Cried out Prince Harry with fists to the sky. God damn it, already. The video continued and showed Garfield taking Kate Middleton in manly arms and making sweet royal love. Someone recorded that?
That's disgusting.
As Prince Harry saw Garfield romance his brother's woman like he could only dream, his temperature raised with angry heat. As opposed to cold, I suppose. His fist clenched, shattering champagne glass. You were holding that?
Well, dude, he is British.
And his eyes burning with fire. You gotta put those out, that probably hurts.
Fire!
Everything burns. Oh god, really? That's his line? I can't read it any other way. Betrayal! Betrayal! Betrayed me! He doesn't say that the other two parts, but I had to. Shouted Prince Harry with snarly voice. And out of curiosity, what does he mean by betrayal? Garfield didn't betray him. Garfield's just a dick. There's no betrayal here. Prince Harry stormed into throne room. You have a throne room on your boat?
No, Josh, it is a fortress.
where
a
he
floating
sat
fortress.
enthroned, contemplating rage. Yes, rage is fascinating. He stared off with obsession and could not get vision of Prince William crashing into Big Ben and Kate Middleton running into... Kate Middleton running to Garfield's biceps out of his royal mind. He is a cat.
Cats have biceps?
Apparently. No man or cat crosses my family. I will get my revenge sweeter than fresh river salmon. What kind of metaphor is that?
Yeah,
That is
really.
literally the worst metaphor an evil villain could possibly have given. Yes, my revenge will be just as smooth as a baby's bottom. Yes, my vengeance will be as sweet as honey fresh from a bee's nest.
I got nothing.
Prince Harry declared to world. No, just to himself. He was just in his throne room. What will you be doing? Asked servant with wondering. Oh, there was a servant there. Okay, fair enough. I will be setting wicked trap for this cat. But first, for trapping of imprisonment, there must be jailbait. Okay. I have been down this road one too many times tonight. I would like it to stop. And I am knowing just what ticket is needed, Prince Harry said as he looked at picture of Kate Middleton with evil intents. Ah, crap.
This is getting really creepy.
Meanwhile, in Middleton House, Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton were having girl talk. I'm sorry, I don't know. Who the fuck is Pippa?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Maybe it's her sister or something? I don't know. Kate Middleton, what is matter? You look in the dumpster.
Okay. I know there are some weird English sayings. I don't think I've ever heard that before.
I guess if you were talking to me earlier this week, I guess if you said that to me, I would understand. Josh, you look really in the dumpster. I'd be like, yeah, that sounds about right.
Never heard anybody say that before, but yeah. I mean, it's a very apt description of how somebody could be feeling. Again, I just never heard it.
Pippa Middleton asked Kate Middleton with concern. I cannot stop thinking about my one true man, cat.
My man cat.
Also, you're thinking about your one true man, but you look in the dumpster as a result. That doesn't follow, unless he, dumped you, in which case I totally get that. That's why I looked at the dumpster. So, I totally understand that. That seems reasonable. Kate Middleton sighed with sorrow as she looked at picture of Garfield in manly pose. Cat.
It's oh my god.
Cat. He is a cat. Meow.
Whoever wrote this needs to be fucking beamed with a fucking bat.
This problem, my dear sister, is you are fallen in love. No, the problem is that she's in love with a fucking cat, said Pippa Middleton with caring. Yes, but Garfield could not stay for a tiger. He's a house cat. Cannot be tamed, house cat. And a real man can never be leashed, house cat. He eats lasagna and sleeps all day. Kate Middleton said with truth.
And also, yes, you can't put a leash on a house cat. Doesn't work very well, but you can do it.
While Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton were speaking their women's words, those fancy, weird women's words.
It is women's words.
I don't understand them. A figure from the shadows whooshed in with sudden wickedry.
Whooshed again?
Whoosh. Haha, foolish women. You have betrayed my family line, and the time for vengeance is at hand, cackled the figure with evil. Prince Harry! Cried out Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton in unison. Yes, the one and only. However, I am not the man I was before, but a new man reborn from fires of vengeance, with only mission to revenge my brother.
Revenge?
Said Prince Harry with madness. You are after Garfield!
That Garfield, man.
Cried out Kate Middleton in shock. This is right, and you will be the bait to my lure. That doesn't mean she is the... Never mind. Time for capture. Pokeball, go. Said...
Josh, that would make this story really interesting, please.
Said Prince Harry as he launched cages at Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton. So, that Pokeball go, yeah, pretty much. No! Cried Kate Middleton, Pippa Middleton, as... Stop using their first and last names. I know who they are by now. As they were ensnared with imprisonment. As opposed to the other kind of ensnare.
Ensnared with love.
Ensnared with freedom.
Ensnared with freedom.
Isn't that how America justifies Guantanamo Bay? Yeah, they've been ensnared with freedom.
Freedom.
Laughed Prince Harry with madman laughing as he took his imprisoned ladies to lair for trap setting.
Ew.
Meanwhile, elsewheres, in a moonlit night, Garfield was cruising in his red Corvette with lasagna license plate in the big city.
He's a cat.
Okay, you know what? I keep on, like, trying to imagine Garfield is just this really tough, badass guy every single time. But then you gotta go and say, lasagna license plate. And then I just go right back to the fat cat.
His wind was blowing in air. Oh, it was his wind, was it? Okay.
His wind was blowing in air, Josh.
With coolness.
With coolness, no less.
As he was taking in sights and sounds, Garfield was wearing his shades and had his radio on for jamming to cool tunes with hot beats. Yeah.
Hey.
This is big city life, Garfield said to himself while cruising. Up next is the... no, what, Doc? I want you to read this. You're better at it.
Oh, boy.
Come on. You can do it.
In the DJ-style voice.
Yeah, that's why I asked you to do it.
Up next is mega hit smash song, Love is Lasagna. Okay, I got this. Up next is mega smash hit song, Love is Lasagna, by Garfield, which has topped all charts.
Topping all charts, actually. But yeah.
Topping all charts.
Good enough. Bravo. Thank you.
I don't know, I think my version sounded more like it should be read.
Probably, said the radio DJ with rhythm and blues.
Wait. Up next is the mega smash.
Oh, God, shut the fuck up. One of my favorites, said Garfield as he turned on radio to max volume and looked in mirror.
Look at the picture I just linked.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Hey, most of that picture is clearly wrong. That is a blue car.
It's the best thing I could get.
Radio to max volume and looked in mirror, admiring his rugged handsomeness. Can't stress that enough, really. The song begun with smooth, sexy saxophone. Intro, followed by rip-roaring guitar riffs. And then led Garfield's manly singing voice coming from radio.
Okay, hold on.
Wait, he actually wrote a song.
Josh, that's why I wanted you to stop for a second. So, Garfield has a song that is topping all the charts.
I just read Red Limit. There's no way to get this song with a straight face. There's no way.
I know you're not. But, okay, you know what? Can I read the song?
I would like to read the song.
Oh, okay.
But I may have to stop, in fairness. Oh, babe,
Okay,
when I see... Okay, go on.
Well, no, okay. So Garfield has a top charting song called Love is Lasagna. Now, doesn't this just prove how much of an asshole Garfield is? That when he hears his own song being played on the radio, he turns it up. I don't know any artists who do that other than, like, Kanye West.
I need to ask a question. Should I sing this in Garfield's voice or my actual singing voice?
Sing it in Garfield's voice.
Oh, babe, when I see your eyes, it is making my pants rise.
Oh God.
The feeling is out of control. From my loving there is no parole. Love is lasagna, food that is feeding my soul. Love is lasagna, it is not no casserole.
Oh my God.
This is actually a flowing song. That's the worst part. Oh, babe, I am at the end of my ropes. I want to taste you. I want to taste your sweet cantaloupes. Your body is buffet of desire. In bedroom, I will never tire. Love is lasagna. We will be melting like mozzarella cheese. I thought that was pretty bad. Love is lasagna. My appetite only you can appease. Oh, babe, Oh, babe, you are delicious like Okay, see, some of these are...
Josh, you had it good. You had a floating song.
Yeah, but some of these lines are too many syllables.
Then the lyrics changed on you. I'm not blaming you. You were doing a really good job for a song you've never read before.
Thank you. Oh, babe, you are delicious like lasagna feast. I will devour your body, whole like beast. Don't eat her. Lonely man, walking lonely path alone. You used the word lone 3 times in the same line.
In a thing with only 6 words, you used lone 3 of them.
Now we are together. All night we were moan. Love is lasagna. One serving is never enough. Love is lasagna. You are knowing I like it rough. Love is lasagna. Soft and gooey. Give me one more slice. Love is lasagna. I will be taking you to paradise.
Am I alive?
Josh, how did you do that?
I have some talents not everyone is aware of. Some of the lines need changing, but that was actually a fairly that song is it's retarded, but that song is actually workable. I gotta give the writer that one. Like I can put that on a beat and I can actually sing that and make it sound okay. Oh my god. And of course, right after that, what a good singer, Garfield said with approving as he puffed on lasagna cigarette.
A lasagna stick. Fuck you.
Wow, Moose, someone came out of the woodwork just like, fuck you! I need to ask the stream though, does anyone want me to record myself like properly singing that song separately and upload it?
Oh my god, dude. You need to just make sure you put a decent beat to it. And then I will find a way to make some music for it.
I think I'll do that. I actually had fun with that. That's the most fun I've had in a while. After awesome rock, I'm sorry, I forgot we were reading a fucking shitty fanfic for a moment.
It's really hard to remember anything after Love is Lasagna. Admittedly, though, whoever this person was, they clearly put some thought into this.
Love is lasagna! After awesome rockin' song radio news... Maggie? Hello. What's your name?
Okay.
After awesome rockin' song radio news person came on to deliver message of urgency. Extra, extra, this just in. Who comes on the radio like that?
Really?
Nobody comes on the radio like that.
They
No
haven't
one.
done that since like the 40s.
Kate
Maybe
Middleton
keep
and
on saying like it's time for the new radio or something like that.
Kate Middleton and Pippin Middleton have disappeared and have gone into missing. Gone into missing.
Gone into missing.
Will real man please find them? Announced radio newsman with urgency. What? Roared Garfield as he braked his red Corvette in shock. Anger swelled in Garfield like hot air in balloon and was ready to explode. Garfield then clenched steering wheel with determination of true hero. Actually, so far you've been kind of a dick, but you know, whatever. Damn degenerations will pay for kidnapping of beautiful British babes, Garfield uttered with teeth clenching. You're a cat. Time for investigations. I just know just where to go. Okay. Garfield said as he...
You will never be intimidating, no matter how big you get.
Garfield said as he put his foot on gas for speeding to local English pub. Oh no. I don't like where this is going, actually.
I do.
Garfield drove to local English pub. English pub, my bad. English pub with speed of wheeled serpent for drink and information. I'm going to fill up my whistle. No one talks like that. Garfield said as he entered pub for refreshment.
No, nobody talks like that. Nobody has ever said that because fill up my whistle makes no sense.
Garfield walks over to barkeeper for demanding of requests.
Actually, I've heard empty my whistle, but not fill it up.
I want lasagna beer brewed with power and steel.
Oh, fuck you!
Brewed with power and steel. Okay. Garfield demanded as he pounded fist on bar table.
I'm sorry. I thought beer was brewed with barley and hops, but...
Power and steel!
Yeah, nope. My mistake. Sorry, this is lasagna beer.
Yes, sir, said barkeeper with obedience. After receiving drink, Garfield sipped beer with relaxed coolness, taking in his surrounding. Garfield knew when living life of the hero there was danger all around. Garfield saw in tavern a pool table with pool playing happening.
As opposed to what?
Garfield watched pool table with strut of confidence and saw fools playing with their pool.
That's so weirdly worded. Bro, this is somebody who thinks they are too cool for anything.
Hello, fellows. Mind if I join you for a quick game? Asked Garfield as he took pool stick. Yes, Garfield, we... Getting real tired of your shit, Garfield. Yes, Garfield, we have 90 gallons of lasagna for betting, but you will never win. Who
90,
the fuck?
90 gallons?
Josh, finish the sentence, please.
Said bar hooligan with challenge.
So, some random bar hooligan has 90 gallons.
For what? I didn't know you measured... I thought you measured it in pounds, not gallons. It's not a liquid.
Yeah, I know. But, 90 gallons. You know what? Even if you want to just go ahead and say, get a gallon bucket and fill it with lasagna, that's a lot of lasagna.
It is a lot of lasagna.
Like, I'm pretty sure Garfield hasn't eaten 90 gallons of lasagna in his life.
Well, what better time to challenge that now than the present?
You will eat those words, as I will eat my newly won lasagna, said Garfield, taking pool stick with firm grip and approaching table for playing. Garfield swung the pool stick and played the pool and got a grand slam strike, winning all the jackpot. I don't think you know how I don't think you know how pool works.
This is not baseball.
Nor is it a slot machine. For that matter.
And here's the next line.
Oh my god! I just heard the next line. Looks like I got a hole in one. Not golf either! Said Garfield with sly smile.
There is nothing sly about that line.
So, pool, baseball, slot machine, golf. That's what just happened.
I mean, to be fair, they all have...
Damn you, Garfield! I have bet all my life savings. Your life savings were measured in lasagna?
You had your life savings in 90 gallons of lasagna.
You suck.
I don't think lasagna increases in value over time. Like, that's not a good investment at all.
Yeah, no, that expires rather quickly.
Said Bar Hooligan with anger as he rushed Garfield with pool stick for hitting.
Please tell me you just made that up.
That's what it says.
I lost track of where it was.
That is what it says. I did not add anything.
Oh my god, it really does.
Yeah, it really does.
Then maybe...
Seems you have also bet all of your life, quipped Garfield. There was no quip there. That's not a quip. That's just you being an idiot. Quipped Garfield as he did flying spin kick on rushing Hooligan, sending him flying. The Hooligan landed into Jukebox, turning it on for playing of funkabilly rock and roll music for bar rumblin' action.
Okay. If the jukebox gets blasted and destroyed, it's not gonna play shit.
Just go with it.
See, he just got knocked into it.
You know, Moose. If you considering what we've read over the past half hour or so, like including the first story, if we're gonna get hung up on the fucking jukebox turning on, I just think there's more pressing matters.
Well, yeah, I know, like the 90 gallons of fucking lasagna, cat.
Or how about just the cat in general?
The cat fighting and having manly pecs.
With beat-thumping, bar-brawling music playing, a group of bar hooligans soon began surrounding Garfield for bar brawl bash. That is going to be the subtitle of the next Super Smash Bros. Game. Super
Bar
Smash
Brawl
Bros.
Bash.
Bar Brawl Bash. You have insulted your last offense. What the fuck?
What?
I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. You've insulted your last offense. We will gut you like goat.
What?
Okay. Intimidated bar hooligan with anger. You fools are gluttons for pain, but do not be of worry, for I am the buffet, and it is all you can eat.
These metaphors are just getting worse.
Garfield said with taunting hand motion to bar hooligans. Buffet this! You know what the worst part is? Right now I want to say you can't make this up, but somebody did make this up.
Yeah.
Somebody sat down and made this shit up.
You know.
Shouted
you know,
what? Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
You know, even if you consider some of these are probably written so bad for the... you can't write this bad with the intention of making gold. You have to be earnest about this. So somebody was earnest when writing this.
Buffet this, shouted one hooligan as he took bottle and broke it on table. The hooligan then rushed Garfield for stabbing, but Garfield dodged broken bottle with ease and grabbed hooligan and lifted him above head. You're a cat. You stand maybe a foot off the ground.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm thinking, a cat completely outstretched, maybe 2, let's go ahead and round it up, let's say 3 feet. This is a big cat.
You
maybe
look
standing on his hind legs.
oh god, really? You look sweaty. Here, take a dip, Garfield said as he body slammed Hooligan on pool table. Get it?
Oh my
Get
god.
it? Get it?
That's so
Oh my god!
bad.
Oh my god, hold on. That's what I am calling a pool party.
Oh my god.
Josh, keep going.
I'm sorry. That moment. That's two pool puns in the span of like 5 words. Garfield quipped with cleverness. After clever quip, stop it. Garfield saw Hooligan rushing from behind. Garfield twirled like Ferris wheel
What? That's a bad
and
thing.
thrust pool kick into Hooligan with impaling make blood spurt like Yellowstone geyser. Oh my god, what is
Ew.
that?
Oh my Jesus!
Yeah.
Garfield just stabbed some poor bar guy with a pool stick. Oh my god! Garfield is a murderer.
Yes, we established that in the first story.
He's not like, a fighter. He is a murderer.
You are too stuck up, said Garfield with wittiness as he pulled out pool stick from the Hooligan body. Okay.
That's not witty.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay, you know what? The pool party, I'll give it to him, but stuck up? No.
Especially because the word stick isn't even in that.
Garfield saw a crossbar Hooligan thug taking out handgun for shooting, but Garfield did not beat a sweat, and threw pool stick
Because what else was he gonna use it for? Pistol whipping?
and threw pull stick at Thug with aerodynamics, making it go through Thug and stick him on the dartboard. Oh my god, how hard did you throw that?
Oh my god!
You got a
Oh.
bullseye. Your first prize is first class ticket to hell, Garfield said with congratulations.
I wonder if this person who wrote this just
I want to shake their hand.
After Thug sticking Garfield, then approached Hooligan ringleader to finish what has been started the way a real man does. You're a fucking...
What? Hold on. Read that sentence again, Josh.
After
Please.
Thug sticking Garfield, then approached Hooligan ringleader to finish what has been started the way a real man does.
That is not a sentence.
I don't think that's even English.
That is probably... I think that right there is how this whole story gets started. Somebody just put a bunch of words on a wall and threw darts at them. And that is literally what happened. Like, that was the sentence that made this entire thing a thing.
Garfield, please do not hurt me. I'm sorry, cried the Hooligan ringleader with begging. Garfield ignored pathetic pleas and grabbed the Hooligan ringleader by the neck. Then, and you're really short for that, and dragged him to the bar counter. You are
Also really
looking
short for
worried.
that.
Why not drown your sorrows in drink? Garfield asked as he shoved Hooligan ringleader under beer tap and forced his mouth onto it.
Ew.
Drink it up is happy hour, Garfield said as he turned the tap to max. Gurgle, gurgle, gurgled the Hooligan ringleader as his mouth filled with alcohol, making him choke. Soon his head was filling to brim with alcohol, blowing up like blowfish. His head then exploded into bits. What?
Josh Reed.
And suddenly it's all okay. I guess the drink went straight to his head, Garfield joked with hilarity. Every time that he gets close to being clever, he then ruins it by pointing out that it was clever. Bravo, you fight like fiery dragon, No, not at all, actually. Said voice with impressment.
Impressment, huh?
Then out of shadows came figure dressed in barmaid dress with... Oh, no. Oh, no. Not yet.
Oh.
I was hoping this was gonna wait till the end. Then out of the shadows came a figure dressed in barmaid dress with sultry walking. It was Sarah Ferguson. Who's Sarah Ferguson?
Duchess of York. Former wife of Prince Andrew.
It is my pleasure to clean gutter trash with my fists of cleansing. Garfield
So cleansing.
Garfield said with casual...
So this is like Street Fighter. Holy shit.
Okay, seriously, I want to become like a janitor or something like that. Just like or a busboy, and that's all I'm going to say. I have fists of cleansing.
Garfield said with casualness. I hear you are looking for Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton, said Sarah Ferguson with knowledge. That is right, my sassy siren. You're a cat. You better be telling me all that is known from your lips.
As opposed to from her ass.
Garfield said with demanding. I will get... Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Not yet. Not yet. It's too soon. You waited until the last paragraph last time. This is too much too soon.
I thought we got rid of A-Log earlier.
I will give you what you need, but first you must give me what I need, said Sarah Ferguson with seduction. Very well, I will see. I see you will not talk, so I will make you scream, Garfield said with a wink.
Guys,
Yes.
I'm actually getting pretty tired, and I'm being horrified. I don't want any nightmares tonight, so I'm gonna go get some sleep.
You don't want to wait till the end?
No.
Okay, bye, Steven.
Oh my god.
I'll see you guys a little later. Are you guys doing this tomorrow?
Probably, I'll call you.
Alright, later.
See you, Moose.
Guess it's up to us now, Duck.
That's no fair.
That is no
You can't
fair.
leave
He
now.
shouldn't be able to do that. That's not fair in any way. Yes, Garfield, interrogate me all night long, said Sarah Ferguson, leading Garfield to bedroom. I'm going to
Oh my god.
I'm going to bask you like Thanksgiving turkey and stuff you, Garfield said with sexiness.
Bask?
I don't know, and I don't want to know.
I think they mean based.
Shut the fuck up!
Do you want me to read this bit?
No, I got this! I got this.
Okay.
It has been so long since I felt the touch of a man. That's a cat.
Cat.
That's a cat. Do with me what you will be doing, said Sarah Ferguson as she lay down on bed, undoing her nightgown. This is a cat. Why are women getting wet over a cat? Why is that happening? Garfield pressed button, which played sexy romantic power ballads. How do you have that? You're in a bar, now you're in a... Garfield then approached Sarah Ferguson and embraced her with manly hands. Or paws, apparently.
Still cat.
He climbed on top of her and wrapped around her like serpent of sexiness. I don't think you're big enough to do that. He squeezed her with love and passion like boa constrictor wrapping around rodent, crushing her with pleasure. That sounds actually really painful.
That sounds horrible. This is sounding less like sex and more like murder.
The night went on for feeling like millennia as their bodies were covered with sweat and love juices. Oh. You have to.
I feel dirty, Josh.
Meanwhile, in Prince Harry's throne room, Prince Harry...
Thank you for cutting away.
Prince Harry was sitting on throne, throwing knives at picture of Garfield flexing muscles hanging in his room.
Does he just have that?
I guess. As Prince Harry threw his knives, Prince Charles came in, to have talking to. My son, I know you are mad, but to fight Garfield is error of fools, Prince Charles advised with honesty. I will avenge my brother. Vengeance is all I am living for. It is my breath. Your breath is vengeance?
You know, I actually like the sound of that. That actually sounds like a really cool line if you were to put that in some other story somewhere else and nowhere near anywhere closely related to this.
Yeah, I agree. Said Prince Harry with madness obsession as he fondled his knife.
Okay, now it's getting gross.
Be careful. The road of obsession is a steep cliff. Once you walk it, the only way down is through falling, said Prince Charles with truth. I need not your advice, father. I have set my path on the course, and now there is no turning back. I have set perfect trap. Soon Garfield's end will be mine, declared Prince Harry with cackles.
Again, I want to go back to that previous line. The obsession, the road of obsession is a steep cliff once you walk down. That's actually not a bad line if, poorly worded. If you take that and put it somewhere else, this has potential somewhere.
You are doomed to destiny of madness and sorrow, Prince Charles said with sadness as he walked away. Meanwhile, in Sarah Ferguson's bedroom,
oh God,
Sarah
has come back.
Sarah Ferguson was recovering from intense lovemaking, which was like thunderstorm in her body. Also, sounds painful. Garfield was not tired at all. Garfield, my body is exhausted with pleasure, said Sarah Ferguson with catching breath. Yes, but enough fun time. Now it is time to give me the information I need, Garfield demanded with sternness. Very well. Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton are kept in Prince Harry's castle of dread and agony in Land of Wales. I have a Welsh background. I'm mainly I'm Welsh, and I just like the fact that the Castle of Dread and Agony is located in the country where many of my ancestors come from.
I know Wales isn't the most exciting place on Earth, but I wouldn't exactly say that there's any castles of dread and agony there.
It's Prince Harry, so you put it there. It seemed like a justifiable location. Said Sarah Ferguson with information.
With information.
Of course.
Really, that's what that was. I'm glad that the writer took the time to establish that she said it with information.
Of course, Garfield said with revelation. Yes, of course. Why didn't I think about it before? Where else would he be? I mean, why wouldn't he be at the Castle of Dread and Agony in the Land of Wales? Only an idiot would not think of that. I mean, that's just so obvious. But now that I have told you this truth, I must die in flames of glory. Farewells to you, Garfield, my one true man, said Sarah Ferguson, revealing explosion vest and pressing button on it. Wait a minute. They just got done having sex.
Uh-huh.
How did she reveal an how did she hide the... No, said Garfield with protest. Time to be one with explosion, said Sarah Ferguson as she exploded. As Sarah Ferguson exploded, Garfield jumped out of window for escaping. You are now explosion, but you will always be woman to me, said Garfield with remembrance.
I hope you realize I'm biting my finger right now. I'm sorry. Time to be one with explosion.
Garfield then hopped into his red Corvette and drove to Prince Harry's cat. He just drove there?
Wait, where was he this whole time?
I don't know. Red Corvette to drive to Prince Harry's castle of fear and sorrow. I thought it was dread and agony. That's the wrong castle. Okay? You have to go to the...
It's true, he's got the wrong
You have to
one.
go to the one of dread and agony. The fear and sorrow is the one on the other side, down the block. You're at the wrong place. God damn it. You name these castles and no one can keep track. Where ladies were being held for captive. Apples do not fall far from each other, and these apples are rotten to their cores. Garfield said with philosophy. No. That is not the word.
Philosophy.
With
He said with philosophy.
With philosophy as he drove on to rescue. After driving, Garfield came upon Prince Harry's castle of misery and shit. You're at the wrong castle again.
There have been 3 different castles now.
3 completely different castles. Prince Harry's castle of misery and shame. Garfield wasted no time and rammed through front door with his red Corvette smashing through with ease. Oh, crap.
Looks like he just crashed a Corvette through a door
Evidently.
with ease?
This is delivery man. I have first-class package of fist ready to be delivered to your face. I'm losing brain cells actually saying some of these lines. Garfield roared as he hopped out of his red Corvette. As Garfield explored castle grounds, came for attacking, but they were no challenge to the man-cat. Go home and buy kittens to dress up. What does that even mean? Garfield said as he tore through guards like lawnmower through warm cheese.
I don't know. What are these metaphors? What is that quip?
Through...
Go home and buy kittens to dress up. What does that mean?
Lawnmower through warm cheese.
Yeah, and that one's my next one. That's, admittedly, this person is very creative. I never would have thought of describing something like that.
Soon after exploring, Garfield came to empty room filled with more lasagna than eye can see. How is it preserved? Lasagna doesn't keep for very long outside of a refrigerator. Even there, it doesn't really keep that long. No, this is a treasure of one of kind taste, Garfield said as he prepared himself for feasting. How much can you eat? Garfield ate and ate the lasagna. While there was more lasagna to feed continents of armies, Garfield ate it all like a real man with no problem. You know, he could have like solved world hunger with that much fucking food. Just saying. But you ate it all, because you're a horrible person. Cat.
I'm sorry, okay. So there was enough lasagna filling an entire room that could have fed continents of armies.
Yes.
And he ate it all.
Yes.
I'm sorry, if I know anything about, the laws of mass, he should be the size of a room now.
When he was done, those sudden feelings of strangeness overcame them. I am feeling like windmill. I have never said this in my life. Garfield said as he saw a world spinning around him. Garfield then fell down deep into slumber. In his dreams, he had nightmares of beautiful babes being kidnapped. He could not save them. As he woke, is Garfield like fucking Duke Nukem or something? Cause,
I think so.
like, if this was a Duke Nukem fanfic, it would all make so much more sense.
Yeah, that's why I said earlier, I kept on trying to have this idea of Garfield being, a manly 80s action hero driving around in his red Corvette, but then the lasagna keeps on coming back, and it keeps on popping back to the big fat cat.
As he woke, he found himself chained to stone. He was at Stonehenge, chained to stone! Because there's really not much else to chain you to at Stonehenge, I gotta say. The chains were made of...
But
The chains were made of adamantium and magic. And there are enough chains to hold 40 speeding trains and 80 rampaging elephants. What an...
hold on.
What an odd measurement of chain strength.
Thank you. Okay, I thought that was, I was the only one who might have thought there was a little bit odd way to measure these types of things.
Surrounding Garfield were wicked druids. Drum beats were being played, and in the distance he saw Prince Harry in chariot of bones and blood being pulled by flaming hell steeds. Oh my god. Is Prince Harry Satan?
Dude, Satan is less, upfront about his evil than this.
Garfield, at last, on this hour I have trapped you, and soon you will be meeting vengeance, said Prince Harry with smugness. And soon you will be meeting your brother in hell, courtesy of my hands of manly virtue, Garfield said with defiance. Fool! You'll be begging for mercy on knees of begging when I am done with you. Whip him! Yelled Prince Harry with anger. At Prince Harry's commands, Druid Whipmaster whipped Garfield with whip, but Garfield did not flinch, but spat in his face. Pain is my pleasure, you womanly fiend. My spirit will never break to you, roared Garfield with manly resistance. We'll be seeing about this. You cannot last forever. As hours go on, your words of impudence will turn to tears of sorrow, said Prince Harry with dark heart, as he ordered continued whipping. You know, I like some of this dialogue.
Hold on. Hold on.
Yep.
No, I honestly, I don't have anything. I wanted something smart to say, but nothing smart has come out of this story.
Hours and days went by with whipping, but Garfield did not show sign of fatigue or tiredness. His face full of masculine stoicism, he showed no pain.
Cat.
I know. Everyone knows. Impossible! No man can take such abuse, Cat.
Still a cat.
Cried out Prince Harry in disbelief. Puny whelps make no dents in my body of iron, Garfield said with cool confidence. Very well, it is about time to be ending this show with encore. The grand finale is your death.
Wait, an encore or a grand finale?
Shut up. Prepare the lava, ordered Prince Harry to his druids. I don't know. If this has Ninja Gaiden 2 logic, this is going to swim in that shit. By the way, I swear to God, if Garfield swims in the lava, I am going to have an absolute fit. I'm just warning you now.
I'm waiting for it.
Druids brought out large pot of lava with skulls be poured on Garfield, but suddenly a familiar voice was heard by all. Omako! I don't know what that means. That's what it says, though.
I don't get it.
It was John Arbuckle on the hillside with hair blowing at... I cannot picture John Arbuckle like that. I'm sorry. There's no way.
Yeah, I totally forgot he even existed at this point in the story.
With hair blowing in wind and sun blazing behind him. You can't do that. It's John Arbuckle. John Arbuckle took out his flaming lasagna electric guitar. What does that even look like? And started playing chords of power. The rock and metal began giving power to Garfield, muscles recharging them with rock. The power of metal ran... Oh my god, what is happening? The power of metal ran through Garfield's massive muscles, and he broke free of chains with ease. What? Cried out Prince Harry with shrieking terror. The metal in your chains is no match for the metal in my veins, Garfield said with rock and roll.
I'm sorry, all I can think of is Tenacious D.
I know, right?
Wait, I think this just proves it. Metal. It comes from hell.
Shut up.
Garfield is Satan.
Shut up. Got him, you fools! Ordered Prince Harry to his druid minions. Druid Whipmaster ran to Garfield with his whip for attacking, but Garfield grabbed his arms. Give me a helping hand, quipped Garfield as he tore off the druid whipmaster's arms off and made a nunchaku out of them.
So, give me helping hand,
Oh,
said Garfield.
now I am armed and dangerous, Garfield said, wielding arm nunchaku with ferocity.
I'm sorry. I just want everybody right now to picture in their mind Garfield chained to Stonehenge, talking to Prince Harry and a druid with a whip.
Garfield.
No, Josh, stick with me.
Okay.
Then John Arbuckle sliding down a hill with a lasagna electric guitar, shredding out on the guitar. Garfield breaking free of these chains, grabbing the whipmaster's whip or
Arms.
Or did he grabbed his arms,
Rip them off and turn them into nunchucks. Because arms can do that.
I assume he just used the whip as like the chain. Still, I am trying to fathom this. It
Garfield
hurts.
Garfield plowed through a druid army with his arm nunchaku, as John Arbuckle shredded his guitar with awesome playing. As Garfield smashed druids to bits of druid goo, Prince Harry began running to escape.
Ranning to escape.
I'm sorry. Do not be running from the fate of justice, you insect, said Garfield as he pursued with chasing. Garfield followed Prince Harry into cave leading to underground tunnels. Inside there was vast underground maze, but Garfield kept on the chase, like squid on the hunt. Squid?
Squid on the...
Squid?
Another one of those.
Soon Garfield came on underground area with waterfall. On walls were Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton, chained in imprisonment. Prince Harry was waiting there for final battle. Garfield! Cried out Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton in unison. Silence, you she-women! As opposed...
She-women!
As opposed to he-women or she-men.
That is not like... Is that supposed to be an insult?
Yelled Prince Harry in anger. No need to worry, my captive cuties. The man is here for the rescue. You're a cat.
Bill, a cat.
Garfield consoled worried women. We will be seeing this. Garfield, now we settle this score. I challenge you to one-on-one manly fighting. Prince Harry challenged with audaciousness as he tore off his shirt to reveal English rose tattoo. Not helping. I accept your challenges, Garfield said with studly braveness as he tore off shirt.
Okay.
Was he...
Garfield's been wearing a shirt this whole time.
I had no idea. I just kind of pictured him as he usually is. A cat. An orange fat cat showing massive manly muscles and a tattoo.
Okay.
And a tattoo on his back of lasagna breathing dragon.
Continue.
Garfield and Prince Harry circled each other, preparing fists of fighting. Prince Harry rushed with flurries of fists and kicks, but Garfield blocked them with his hurricane-like reflexes. Garfield then returned blow with amazing left hooking punch, sending Prince Harry flying. Not bad, Garfield, but I am not finished yet. Prepare yourself for ultimate attack, shouted Prince Harry, as he prepared for his royal raging demon kick. Yep. Flames surrounded Prince Harry as he rushed with fire and rage into Garfield, kicking him in his toned abs. Direct hit! Prince Harry shouted in terrible triumph. Think again, Garfield said as he stood without phasing. What? Cried out Prince Harry as he continued to kick Garfield with his flaming feet. Your blows are like wet noodles to my muscles of concrete, Garfield said with dismissal.
My muscles are concrete. Oh my god, this just gets better and better.
Silence! Said Prince Harry with crying as he continued to kick Garfield without effects. It is my turn. Time to make your face match your hair. Prince Harry has bad hair? Garfield roared as he launched thousands of fists at Prince Harry with great smashing and sending him flying. As Prince Harry lay down in defeat, Garfield stood over him.
I get it. Prince Harry's a redhead. God, it's so bad.
Oh.
That's even worse.
Oh, get out! Garfield, my heart is bursting with the vengeance and hatred. My soul is consumed with darkness. You must end the misery of my life. Prince Harry said as one tear of blood ran down cheek. So be it. My fist delivers mercy as well as justice. Feel my mercy! Garfield said as he reared fist and punched Prince Harry in the heart. Garfield's punch caused blood to burst out of every pore. That sounds really painful.
Oh my god, that's a lot of pores.
In princely body, and eyes to pop out until his body bursted in an explosion of blood.
That's horrifying.
After defeating Prince Harry, Garfield went to free Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton from chains. Thank you, Garfield. I knew you would come for us, Kate Middleton said, embracing him. Sister, do not be hogging up this man meal, for I want a tasty bite. Oh
no. God, no.
said Pippa Middleton.
No.
As she rushed to also embrace Garfield. Do not be fighting, ladies. There is more. Oh. There is more man meat here to keep you ladies filled. Garfield.
My God, no.
Garfield said with reassurance. Garfield, you are knowing what to say. Oh yeah, I'm sure the ladies get off on that all the time. I'm sure if I went out to a bar and made that.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly how they respond.
I've gone to a bar. That's how I get my ex back. I'll go up to her, and I'll just be like, "Don't worry, baby. I got the man meat here to keep you filled." Yeah, that's gonna work.
Oh, Josh, you are knowing what to say.
Said Kate Middleton with swooning.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I am looking for 2 loaves of women for my lady sandwich. Are you 2 chickies game? Garfield asked with flirting as he put his arms around Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton. You're a cat. Yes! Oh, God.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, no. Josh.
I need a moment.
Do you need me to finish?
No! This is personal.
No, come on. I gotta finish this one.
No, you finish. I'll let you finish the last one. I need to This is something I feel I have to do. Okay?
I can't wait.
Yes, Garfield, we will give you sisterly pleasure, said Pippa Middleton as they went to bedroom for lovemaking. You're in a cave. I mean, I know there's a lot of more issues going on here besides that, but I just thought I'd point it out.
Okay.
Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton took off their clothes, showing supple bodies, and approached Garfield for pleasuring. Oh no.
Oh,
Hey sisters, hey sexy sisters, you should, you should. I got this. Okay. Hey, sexy sisters, you should kiss each other for my viewing pleasure. Garfield suggested with excellent idea. Anything you want, Garfield, said Kate Middleton as she kissed Pippa Middleton with mouthful of passion. Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton kissed each other and made each other out with passion and force rubbing each other all over. As sisters pleasured each other, Garfield watched with approval eyes as he smoked lasagna cigarette. Very good, you ladies put on good show, but now it's time for main event, Garfield said as he leaped into pleasure pile to make loving to Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton. Kate Middleton and Pippa Middleton lay down as Garfield crawled on them like sexual salamander, licking their bodies with tongue of love. He then thrust into their bodies with manly force of galactic proportions. As nights came into evenings, they made love like bees make honey, sweet, gooey, and full of nutrition. The end.
Oh my god.
I can't breathe. Oh my god.
Okay. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was Garfield, Prince of Tragedy, Royal Rescue Part 2. I hope you enjoyed. And hopefully we'll have more of these soon.